Elijah Wood, who had guns stuck to his hands, remember? With
No, no, no. Oh, that was
what was that called? Fuck.
Guns Akimbo.
Yeah, that was oof.
Millennial trash. Man, I am so caught up on the type of horrible art and writing specifically that millennials make. I think it's just made itself so apparent to me, like all of the shortcomings that have been popularized. I'm working on a piece right now, actually, about how criticism has become the dominant art form. It's a little hypocritical because I'm going to be criticizing it. And look at
Yeah.
this. Look at this show. But I think it's true. I think it's 100% accurate. You had the novel in the 19th century. You had the film in the 20th century. Now you have criticism, which fucking sucks. Stinks. I hope it's short term. I hope it's not a long lasting, century long thing. I really don't, because god damn, can you imagine? But that
I mean, I
movie,
already don't like movies, so that would be completely
the
out.
the what I got into in the article that will be coming out this week on jcorellis.substack.com is how Subversion basically became king of constructing art and writing in movies. And when it came to television series, you could always subvert with the ending. And so you had like TV shows like How I Met Your Mother that like hyped you up for this climactic final season and ending only to shit the bed at the very end of it because they wanted to deliver something to the audience that they didn't expect. And they prioritize that over feeling satisfied, which I don't think stories should do because you can wind up wasting everything that you've built if you do it wrong and if it's not equally satisfying. But You also had TV shows like Atlanta or Fleabag and things that basically would take a timely model and then subvert it through taste or character decision, things like that. With films, it's not as you don't have as much room to do that, and you can only subvert or twist a character arc so many times before the audience is like, "Fuck this, I'm out." And you know you're one and done for the most part. So the way that they would choose to subvert is by doing tropes, doing all of like the familiar genre conventions, and then acknowledging it through the dialogue and this habitual self-awareness that we see today in all these franchise films of like the "he's right behind me, isn't he" moment
Yeah, yeah.
taking on different shapes, and it's disgusting. It's horrible, and it's a big reason why art today is not revisitable. Is because it's too busy critiquing itself in real time, so you don't take it seriously, and there's nothing special or significant about it. But
It's just they're just not brave and like if you're gonna do chungus, be brave enough to do chungus. Not
yes,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like don't do
yeah,
chungus and then be like, oh, isn't it retarded that I'm chungus? Because then it's just then why are you doing this? You know, like why are
yeah.
you go all in? If you're gonna go all in with this type of I mean, if you're gonna make this type of horrible humor, at least be brave enough to stand behind it, not
Completely.
no, wasn't that stupid what I just did? Because then why would I care about what any of your characters have to say or do? Do you think that one of the reasons why TV is kind of dead right now is because the big shows, and I'm thinking Game of Thrones, I'm thinking Stranger Things, shit the bed so horrendously because they wanted to be super extra clever or smarter than the
Yeah.
audience, and instead of delivering what the audience loved for however long, they're like, no, I'm smarter than you, and then they just ruin
Hmm.
it. So then it's just by ruining
Yeah.
the ending, then no one's going to talk about like who's going to talk about Game of Thrones when you know that at one point you're going to get to the last season and nothing matters because they just ruined everything. Same with Stranger Things, right? You're not going to commit to 13, 14 hours for one season because it's 1 hour episodes and those are shows that are short too. You don't have a fucking 20 episode season where you're sitting there for 45 minutes and then you know that the last season is going to be shit, so you just why would you put the time
It's
in, right?
exactly that, Hans. It's 100% that. And what I think you'll see now is TV shows that try to take that memo of like, oh, they fucked up the ending, and now they just fuck it up a lot earlier. So you're not even interested by the second episode. I kind of appreciate it in a way. It's like, oh, I know you're bad at this, so I'm just going to check out here. You didn't waste 2 years of my life being invested. I bought a Game of Thrones shirt and everything. I didn't. I never watched that shit. But that's a great one to reference. Is Game of Thrones is doing that.
It also makes it difficult for the TV show to become an event like those shows were. Like
Mm-hmm.
what Breaking Bad was when that was on, every time a new episode would come out, people would actually sit in front of the fucking TV because they couldn't record it or get all the episodes or whatever. And even with Stranger Things, at first it was all the episodes, and then they started doing that thing where they would just put out a couple of episodes or whatever. I don't think I don't think anyone has the attention span or the commitment because of how the industry has played them for a TV show to become an event of that magnitude anymore. And maybe because we're all so disconnected and so distracted too, that it's difficult for anything to feel like it matters like those things did at the time. But I think a big factor is that, I mean, if you know, or at least if it's happened a couple of times where these big shows just completely shit the bed, and then you hear the creators and they don't even take responsibility for it. Instead, they're just like, oh no, this was all on purpose, or this was the original idea, or whatever. I don't think the audience is as willing to give them a chance as much as they were before those shows ruined that. As much as we weren't huge fans of those two shows, they were an event as like no TV show is now. People would talk about it the next day, or people would talk about it when it came out. Everyone would see it. Grandmas, fucking young kids. Maybe not Game of Thrones, but Stranger Things was that big. So I don't think audiences are as willing to have that commitment anymore, and it's all because of what the industry has done.
Exactly. That's exactly right.